Welcome to another session of oral communication. Okay, this will be our class flow, a review of the previous lesson, icebreaker, word of the day, then we'll continue with our competency for still on debate. Our review question is now time to review your notes. What is a speech and what are the different types of speech? Okay, let's now have our icebreaker riddles, mga bugtong. This is for batch 1 or batch 2 or even for my ALS students. You can try to answer this one for additional points. Our word of the day is elucidate, to explain or make something clear. How to use it in a sentence? The teacher asked a student to elucidate about being in the senior high school. Okay, this is in connection with your oral communication activity 5.1 before making your speech. So for number 1, I was the one who selected the topic for the ABM and STEM strand, and also for the AL strand. Sa ALS, ang magiging topic nila ay importance of education. Create an outline, write a speech, apply gestures and vocal variety, provide and solicit feedback, self-critic and prepare for the next speech if ever, especially for your final exam. Self-critic is just a kind of an intrapersonal communication pag nagre-reflect ka tungkol sa iyong ginawang speech. Debates as an oral communication activity. Ano bang tinatawag na debate? A debate is a discussion between sides with different views or differently assigned groupings. Persons speak for or against something before making a decision. Debates are a means of encouraging critical thinking, personal expression, and tolerance of others' opinions. So, bawal ang pikunan. So, in creating ideas for an incoming debate, we should remember this one. From Snow Academy, debate storming. Determine the question. Saan ka bang side nakalagay? Step 2 is cast a group of different thinkers. So, kung groupings to. Step 3, prepare your hypothesis, your arguments. Step 4, share and build on the hypothesis. Step 5, try to disprove the hypothesis. Especially for the British parliamentary debates. Since you will be trying to answer the ideas coming from the government side or the opposition side. So you have to be well prepared for their ideas or counter arguments. So let's now have a discussion about the different formats that we have done for the debates. So this is a post-recorded video, so I think we have done already the debates. So the British parliamentary format is the first format. Okay, let's first start with the debate on or about the British parliamentary. So may dalawa tayong side, the government or the proposition and the opposition. Each side is then further divided into opening and closing teams, all of which we have 4 speakers for each side. Okay, let's now talk about the roles of the different people in the British parliamentary. For the opening sides, for the government, we have the Prime Minister and the Deputy Prime Minister. For the opening of the opposition, we have the Leader of the Opposition and the Deputy Leader of Opposition. For the closing government side, we have the Member of the Government and the Government Whip. While the closing opposition, we have the Member of Opposition and the Opposition Whip. So for the regular students, ganito natin sinagawa yung British Parliamentary, if you can remember. So, ang opening ay Prime Minister na sasagutin ni Leader of Opposition, followed by the Deputy Prime Minister, Deputy Leader of Opposition, Member of the Government, Member of the Opposition, Government Whip, and the Opposition Whip. And it's important to note that the two teams on the government and opposition bench are on the same side of the motion. They are judged and ranked independently and do not work together. A team competes against all three other teams in the round, including against its opening or closing team, which it is not expected to have. Although, dun sa naging nating grading, so para mapadali na nga, ang pag-grade ko na ginawa nun ay yung pinaka total points na nakuha ng government versus total points na nakuha ng opposition. I think sa STEM, ang naging topic natin ay feminism, right? It's about feminism. Okay, these are the responsibilities of different people under the British parliamentary debate. You can post this one to read the responsibilities of each speaker. Okay, these are the processes connected with the British parliamentary debate. We have case building. After we receive the debate motion, if each of the team have at least 15 minutes for the British parliamentary to write down their explanation and argument on their position in the debate. It must consist of stance and goals, reasoning, evidence, and link back. So, and also when delivering the speech for each person, so each person can have at least 7 minutes and 30 seconds to deliver the argument. Although in our main activity, I think it's only 2 minutes minimum for each person. There's also the process of making a point of information in the British parliamentary. A point of information is when a speaker on the opposite side of the table offers a short contribution to a speech, normally consisting of a question or comment of around 15 seconds duration. Points of information are one of the things that makes the British parliamentary debate more dynamic as a format, as it allows speakers to engage with one another's arguments throughout the process and not only during their own speeches. So yun. But in our example video about the British parliamentary debate, meron dun na it's up to the members of the government or the members of the opposition to allow a certain point of information coming from the opposite side. So it's their discretion. Okay, let's now talk about the Asian parliamentary debate. So these are two opposing teams in an Asian parliamentary debate. Pag may government side then and opposition side. So for the government side, proposes and defends a motion. For the opposition side, refutes and negates the motion. In British, there's four teams that consist of two members each. In Asian parliamentary, we only need two teams that consist of three members each. Also, in the Asian parliamentary, we have 30 minutes to case build. That time is longer than the British parliamentary debate system. So, for the Asian parliamentary debate, this is the normal way of doing debate here that we have done. Although yung case building natin usually ay limited lang sa time natin. I think I allowed 15 minutes for the Asian parliamentary debates. For this time, I think yung naging Asian parliamentary debate natin, ang topic natin ay yung euthanasia or mercy killing, while for the ABM, parang nuclear energy ang naging topic natin. Although, yung sa side yun ng ano yung merong pag may mga budget, kinonect kasi yun sa part yun. Kumbaga pag mga accountant na kayo, paano nyo i-handle yung budget, di ba? Para sa isang nuclear facility or program. Okay, this is for the oral communication activity 5.1. This is a post-recorded video. So I think ALS na lang yung hindi pa nakakagawa nito. Writing an informative speech, you can write a topic about gender equality, Gen Z education, or you can write about your strand, STEM, ABM, EIM, or SMAU. So I will give a speech format in the next slide and write a speech applicable for about a minimum of 5 minutes. So parang ginawa ko tong 3 minutes na lang. 3 minutes na lang. So for the informative speech parts, we have the introduction. To grab attention, you can tell a story, outline the key topics and main ideas, then the body or content. You can have at least 3 main ideas. Then your closing points, consisting of your conclusion and final message. For our oral communication activity 5.2, it's critiquing a debate. So you will be examining an oral communication activity. So it's about debates. So ito naman yung mga tanong. These are the questions that you have to answer. Questions 1 to 4. And that will be the end of one of our final video lessons for the second quarter. See you in the next few lessons. We have only at least 4 or 5 remaining video lessons na maikli lang. So yun lang. See you in next lesson sa PIQ'S TV. Panalo ang natuto.